I still can't see it. You ain't in the
Why
view.
you can't see that?
Are you on a phone, Isaac? You know,
Yeah.
if you hold on their picture and move it up, you can move it around.
Hey, can I do this from like a tablet
Yeah.
or a laptop or a tablet? I'll do the next one. I don't want to hook it up now, but the next one I'll hook it up on a laptop.
Yeah.
I'll probably be a lot better. Hey, Chad, just wait, dude. That fucking was horrible. But I appreciate you showing us your bag.
Dude, I was not gonna see that. Well, I tried to air it up hell this time too. But yeah.
No, it looked good. Like the whole thing looked good. I'm just playing. You did a great job.
God damn you, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna be in here like fucking all night tomorrow night. I'm like, watch next time this motherfucker sees me on this speed bag, he's gonna give me a compliment.
Hey man, I just count on the next time I come on here, you're just gonna randomly stop us like, oh yeah, by the way, let me show you some shit, and just all of a sudden you just turn the camera and you're just like, and it looks really, really good. So I'm just trying to motivate you to become better.
It's probably the connection, because that's how it looked.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. It's all about how it feels, bro, in your own eyes.
Chad, we have my studio program has officially frozen.
So it's just YouTube version. What do we do?
Yeah, it's just the YouTube version.
That'll work, man.
Yeah, we just got we got UFC coming up weekend. 248 you got the fights. Yoel Romero, Adesanya.
Holy shit, that's already up?
Yeah.
It's coming this weekend.
Isaac, guess
no
where
way.
Guess where we're gonna be next Saturday? Saturday, March 7th. It's Dave's bachelor party, bro. We're in Vegas for the fights.
Oh my god, dude! You guys are going to the fucking fight.
We got an Airbnb in Vegas. Yes.
Oh my god, dude! That is probably going to be one of the greatest fights, bro, of the year, guaranteed, man. Two of the co-main event and the main event are just going to kill it right away.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
It's going to be fucking insane.
I got the topic. Let's go,
dude. I'm scared to even say this, but I got Yoel Romero.
Oh, all right, man.
I think he's going to upset him.
I love Yoel, but I gotta go for Adesanya.
You're just saying that because he did that whole entire Dragon Ball Z thing. And
no, I really hate that shit. I'm not into that
dude.
At all.
Don't lie, man. I know what's going on, Chad. Me and Dave know what's up.
Eventually Yoel's gotta slow down a little bit. I don't.
You think he's a
savage? But
if he does his whole camp like really cardio based, and he really watches what he eats, he watches his muscle mass like during the camp, then he could probably do well, man, because if that guy can last at least 3 to 4 rounds of just how beastly the fuck he is, there's no fucking way, dude. There's a reality on shit. Yeah, he can get caught because anybody can. It's MMA, but I think as far as tools go, when you compare the two, one works his footwork and his distance great, right? That's the champ. You can't deny that. His distance, how he ranges himself is legit, dude, and he does a great job at it. But then, you got Romero, who knows how to get in and close the gap really well. And not only can he get in, but he doesn't mind taking a hit. And we've all seen him take a hit and just come in and still throw bombs, man. And he's on the tie-ups. I don't see it being a striking fight. That's the thing. I don't see this. It's going to be an inside fight. He's going to try to get in while the champ's going to keep him at bay, and it's going to be a counter-striking battle. You know what I mean? Until somebody gets tired. But
and Yoel does. He goes like through motherfuckers. Like he drives. It's not like he just like a shot and he angled out on me. It's like he's a fucking bull.
Yeah.
Well, didn't who was the little Mexican guy that fought him? Was that Gaslam or something? Who's the 85 Mexican that fought Adesanya?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was Kevin Gastelum.
Kevin Gastelum.
Gastelum.
When he fought him, he landed some good strikes, and he doesn't have near the power that Yoel Romero has.
No.
And he blasted his face up pretty bad in that fight.
Hell
And
yeah,
I think that if his plan is to catch some of those from Yoel, I think it's a bad plan. I think that Yoel's gonna fucking hit him with some power. He's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna put him against the cage, hold him there.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of cage work.
So what do you think? Like, I'm going for Israel Adesanya because I don't know why. I think I want him, like, I want Yoel to get the belt once though. But at the same time, like, I want to see Israel Adesanya be great. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm rooting for him.
He's a fighter, man.
He is, dude. So I want to see, like, I want to believe he's that great where, like, he'll take Yoel, and if he's able to do, like, I mean, what is the game? So you're Israel Adesanya, you know Yoel. I mean, are you circling away from the power on your distance? Like, how does he keep that monster from him? And does he just try to fucking run for 3 rounds picking shots? I mean, what is it?
I think he's going to work his footwork and his angles because Yoel comes in real heavy and strong, and Israel's really good at taking those wide, sharp steps and taking sharp turns, and he has such a long distance between his hip and his damn neck that he matrix the fuck back, every time he might get counter-struck. So I think he's going to really do well at his footwork, man, and getting angles on Yoel. But again, if Yoel's smart and he really wants to win this fight, he'll work how he does naturally, blocks people off on their movement. He's so big, dude. The guy's wide as fuck, and he's very quick. You know what I mean? So and he's a ball. When he fights, he's a ball. He doesn't really leave open shots unless he's throwing. And again, in a case like that, that's just circumstance. If he gets caught, he gets caught. Someone's going to get caught.
Yeah.
I don't think this fight's going to be one of those distance fights. I mean, you got one guy that just doesn't have the cardio like that, and the other one's just a beast and will last that long. So,
I think we're in the era of, like, explosive finishes where everyone's looking for that highlight reel crazy ass, like Masvidal through that flying knee. There's lots of guys that's looking to make a name for themselves with these crazy ass knockouts. Adesanya's always thrown some fucking off the wall shit. The way Yoel is he'll come out wide swinging. So there's a good chance that he could throw some crazy ass fucking kick that we don't even know the name for, and fucking landed on Yoel.
True.
I think you're going to see a lot of unorthodox stuff.
You think he could pull off that Diego Sanchez kick, bro?
Rolling Thunder?
Rolling Thunder.
Nobody can roll like that Thunder, man, with that Thunder like Diego.
Hey, did you see the Facebook video on the Karate Kid, the girl that did it to another girl in karate?
No, did it work?
Dude, it was, she knocks her out. So it's hella funny, bro, because, like, so Diego Sanchez tries that kick, and, like, the next morning, that video's viral, but I'm looking, it was viral, like, 2 days before, and I'm like, this motherfucker seen this fucking little girl knocked out and went in there and tried to do it. I feel like that's exactly what happened.
Imagine if he would have pulled it off, though.
Dude, it would have been sick. That fool's so weird, though. Man, Diego's out there. Like, I just seen him on a podcast, like, talking, and it was like, you shouldn't, like, I don't know. He can do whatever he wants. He's put in his time. He's done what he's done. He's weird.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that clip of Ariel Helwani talking to Diego's coach, and they got, like, into it?
Yeah, because his coach is a fucking weirdo, man.
Yeah, he started, like,
see that clip.
He started talking shit to Ariel Helwani about everyone's creating a bad name for Diego's coach, and was making it all about the coach instead of about Diego. And
who's his?
It got
who's
pretty
his
heated.
coach?
I don't even fucking know his name, bro. Like,
it's not Weekle John and the guys at Jackson.
No, but some other guy.
He's not a coach from any gym or anything like that. He's a spiritual coach, bro. But, like, you just I don't even want to go on it, dude. It's like one of those things where it's best for you just to Google the fucking guy's name and find out some info on it, dude. Yeah, because he's a twack job, man. But Diego swears that this guy's the next coming of all coaches.
He's the
But,
Messiah.
hey, dude,
He's the Messiah,
dude,
bro.
for reals, bro. That's damn near what the way it sounds that he's like gotten to Diego's head, or has Diego, or maybe Diego's just put it in his head because he's such a weirdo himself. I mean, who knows?
That fool's out there. I mean, when you like Diego's so like watching him from the Ultimate Fighter 1 and seeing like to be honest, by myself, yeah, I've meditated and done weird ass shit and still do, but not on national television, not around hella other dudes. So I'm like, his confidence level's high with it. Cool.
Yeah.
But then what got me is when I knew he was like a little unstable is when he changed his nickname from the Nightmare to the Dream. He was Diego the Dream Sanchez. He said, I'm not a night, I'm the Dream. That part of his career didn't go well at all. So then he's like, okay, I'm going to go back to being the Nightmare. Like, it's like, bro, like, I think, I'm a firm believer, like, your nickname has to be, other people give it to you. You don't just get it, like, switch your shit.
He changed his nickname to the Dream?
Yeah, it was because he was Diego Nightmare Sanchez. And then for a while, he changed it to where, no, you guys are going to call me the Dream. I'm the Dream. But
then, like, to me, I'd be like, well, bro, that's like a lot less intimidating. I would feel like you're almost saying, like, knock me out so I can dream. Because nobody wants to have a nightmare, right? You want to give people nightmares, but everybody wants to go to sleep and have a nice dream, right? So I'm like,
no, I got choked unconscious and had a wonderful dream. I didn't have a nightmare in the middle of the cage, bro. I had a great dream. And me and my brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you don't want to promote as your nickname. Like, I'm going to fucking start. I mean, I guess it can go either way. You're either going to make something dream.
What's your nickname? Do you have one?
Me?
Yeah. What do you go by?
I've never had a nickname. Never had. Pooh used to call me White Thunder when we were breakdancing. And that was it, bro. So I used to
White Thunder, huh?
I used to be like, White Thunder make you wonder, you know what I'm saying? But that was the breakdancing days, bro.
I see Pooh a lot still too on the dock.
Fuck, dude.
He's a longshoreman, bro. I think he might have his B book now, bro. Pooh's doing well for himself.
Good.
Yeah. What's fucking Pooh's name? Like his
John Jesse Ramirez.
How about that, dude?
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up, bro, is I've worked with, I know I'm familiar with a lot of people on the dock, so everybody's kind of cool. I have a personality where I actually like talk to these guys and shit. So, I'll see Pooh or whatever on the job, and me and some of the guys will be talking and everything, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know him? I'm like, yeah, man, I went to fucking high school with Pooh. And they're like, what? Pooh?
It's fucked up, dude. I never thought about it. Yeah, until you get reactions like that, huh?
Yeah, and then he's like, and then the most fucked up part of it is they were like, why you guys call him Pooh? Why don't you just call him his name? And my answer is always, I don't even fucking know his name, bro. I've just been calling him Pooh and shit.
For so long.
Why you calling him Pooh?
Dude, like,
this close
years.
To tell a good story though about it, man. Like, man, shit his pants one day and shit, man. So just call him Mr. Pooh Body or something.
Well, that, like, dude, it was years and years. He's like, I fucking hate that you guys call me Pooh. I was like, what? I was like, dude, I know. I was like, literally, I just call you Pooh because your whole family called you Pooh, bro. Like, I didn't fucking know, you know? Like, well, because, like, his whole family would call him Pooh. And then I knew him as Jesse because that's what, Jesse. And then his whole family called him Pooh. But then everybody at school called him John because his first name was really John. He liked Jesse better, but his family called him Pooh. So it's fucking crazy.
So his name's not Jesse. He wanted to be called John, end up being called Pooh.
Yeah. His first name's John. His middle name's Jesse, bro. And everybody just calls him Pooh.
Yeah. He doesn't like being called Pooh, huh?
Huh?
I never knew that he didn't like being called Pooh.
Dude, he was fucked up and told me. And then, like, I always try to just call him fucking Jesse after that. But then, you just fall into habit like Pooh. Yeah. Like, everybody's saying Pooh. And I try to fucking not say Pooh. But then it's just, that's Pooh, bro. You know?
Yeah.
There's only one Pooh.
I tried to get his attention before on the dock, man. And I just walked up to him. And, usually you see someone far away. Hey, Chad, whatever, you know what I mean? Like say, you know, whatever it may be or something. I'm not gonna be like, hey, poo, you know what I mean? We kind of all bad shit down on the dock. Everybody turns around. Hey, what'd you say?
It's like a trigger for him now, bro, where he just has a switchblade, like, poo.
Yeah, you know, naturally you call somebody's name, you know, Dave, Chad, whatever the fuck it may be, man. You don't want to call that guy's name out loud, you know what I mean?
You think he's going by John on the job or Jesse? He's definitely probably not going by
That's
Pooh.
a good question. I don't know, man. I'm serious. The last time the conversation got brought up, I just was kind of embarrassed because I didn't know his fucking real name and I only knew him by Pooh. And then the guys all started laughing and shit, and they're the local from Stockton, so I was just like, oh man, that sucks. I'm probably gonna go to this. You know Isaac, right? You know, how come we don't know your name? You said your name's Pooh, bro. What the fuck's that all about? I didn't want that shit. Get all embarrassed.
Fuck.
He doesn't watch this shit.
Dude, so Chad, at the old corner this weekend, we experienced two of the fucking craziest people walk into that fucking bar. Isaac, have you ever been there?
What is it?
The old corner saloon out in Lockford?
Clements. It's the bar. It's the bar off of what is it, 12? It's the bar off 12, and there's a mannequin that holds a sign. It's a mannequin girl in a bikini that holds a sign. That's Clements.
Yeah, I've never been there. Yeah, I know where it's.
Bro,
yes,
these two chicks walk in, and man, they have a stripper pole in this bar. And these two chicks walk in. One's wearing a fucking like half shirt, and she looks like she just came off of a hardcore meth binger. Her friend comes in, and she's got a fucking pot belly like a fucking offensive lineman. And dude, her shirt's coming up, and they both just immediately, dude, they immediately go to the stripper pole. You're sick, Chad. But these two chicks are on the stripper pole, right? And there's a guy over there checking them out. And he pulls out his phone and he starts recording them, and it gets really weird. And Bobby's like, man, what the fuck's going on with that guy over there checking out these two chicks? and so anyways, I go and talk to this guy, and he proceeds to tell me that he brought the chicks here to the bar. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, nice guy. And he's like, yeah, I don't drink though. I'm like, all right. These chicks are pretty fucked up. And then they're dancing on the stripper pole, and I go, where did they learn how to dance like that? And he goes, there's only one place, and that's on a dick.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, yeah, dude, he's recording these chicks, and they are nasty as fuck. And so I'm like, okay. I go, yeah. How do you know him? And come to find out, he's their cousin, and he grew up with him. He's like, I've known that chick since she was 12 years old, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is really weird, dude. It was the strangest shit in the fucking world, bro. He was recording him on his phone. Oh man, it was fucking disgusting.
Well, Isaac, we had the last episode of the podcast, I think it was. I got a little buzz, and I started making fun of Bobby, because Bobby, every fucking time, dude, we're fucked up playing guitar, whatever, he'll like just be like, "Hey, let's play Seen It in Color." And I'm like, no, dude, like, should have seen it in color. It's like a sad fucking slow song. And like, he'll always want to play it. And we were making the joke. And I was like, yeah, you know, you'll never fucking see a stripper dance to on a fucking pole. Seen It in fucking Color. That's what you're never going to fucking hear. That song in a strip club. Dude, these motherfuckers were there and sent me a video, and those meth heads were swinging around a fucking strip pole as these two fucking footballs saying "Sing It in Color." And I'm like, I just got shit on by everybody.
They were really dancing to that shit.
Bro, I will put the video out there for you. It is.
You gotta put that on the page, bro. You gotta put that shit on the Center and the Saint page, dog.
I'll watch it 100%. I'm in
so
on it.
I set it up, right? I'm going to take a piss in the bathroom, and I see these two oak balls outside, and they look like they're cousins or brothers or something weird like that. But they were singing slow, depressing, deep voice songs all night. So I'm like, oh, this is. I know they know fucking Seen It in Colors. Their fucking jam right there. So I went out there and I go, hey guys, I go, you guys have been fucking singing great all fucking night. And they're like, oh, thanks.
You are
thanks.
that guy. You would do that. You would.
And
I go,
Dave's encouraging.
I go,
Oh, yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
song I have? I wish you guys would sing. And they go, what's that? I go, Seen It in Color. And they go, all right, we'll do that one next. And so sure as fuck, dude, those two guys
Sold
got
the
up there
show.
and fucking, yeah, held it down, bro. The only song the strippers were dancing on the pole on. And, I mean,
Oh my god.
it was fucking wild.
Bobby said the bartender remembered after he remembered everyone.
Do you remember that creepy old guy that bartends over there?
I remember the like a lot of but yeah.
So-
I'm pretty sure I know the guy you're
Oh,
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. So, anyways, as soon as we walk in, he's like, "Yeah, you guys haven't been here in a while," and he pulls out a video camera, and he starts taking like still frame photos of us on the video camera. And we're like,
like weird
okay.
in multiple degrees.
Right? "Dude, this guy came in.
Yeah.
He's sitting at the bar by himself, just drinking a beer, and he pulls out the video camera and he's just like." Shh. And then he puts it away.
What is he
like,
gonna do
holds it
with
up.
that? Is he gonna go home or in the back and just
Well-
get one? Get a good one.
At first, Bobby's like, maybe he runs the Facebook page or the social media for the Old Corner. But then we realized, like, it's the Old Corner. They don't have a social media.
Yeah.
Come to find out, they don't got no
Bobby
social
fucking-
media shit.
No, fucking Mr. Optimus Bobby. Who is he now? Fucking 10 years ago, he just socked that dude right in the fucking face.
He kept coming up to us, bro. Like, the whole night he came up
So
to us
marriage
probably, like
and
4 or
kids
5
will do you,
times.
bro. That's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like Isaac's life just flashed in front of his eyes. He just drops in knowledge. That's what marriage and kids will do to you, bro. Like a traumatized 80-year-old man. like,
Yeah, man.
It's fucking
Yeah,
true,
fucking
though,
crazy.
dude.
The truth, bro. I just got back from Fresno, trained for a little bit, and then got some tattoo work. And
Yeah, what'd you get? I seen the picture. You got something on your bicep, or what was? I didn't actually like look at the picture. I just seen like.
it's a little personal, Chad.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just, no,
I
I'm
was
just
like,
kidding,
fuck,
bro.
dude. I was like, God damn, I didn't do
Chad's,
it.
I'm sorry, bro. All right, dude. You're gonna be
I'm
all
like,
right.
I'm gonna walk away and cry and fucking come
No,
back.
man. Let me see. I'll show you. I got because my daughter's middle name is Sage, right? So I got her name. Cause I got all my kids' tattoos and their names on me. I actually end up doing this one too big though, bro. Usually I go and I get a tattoo. I know what I'm gonna get, right? And I trust my artist because I've been getting shit from him for years. So I give him my idea, and then he does his little tattoo magician work and shit, and then bam, I got a tattoo. Well, in my eyes, this was supposed to be a lot smaller, bro. It was actually only supposed to maybe be
shit.
half of the size, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
But then
So now,
he did it, and then I'm sorry, all right, fuck it, bro. And by the way, man, this was probably the most painful fucking tattoo I've gotten. Man. I got tattoos everywhere, and this shit hurt, dude. I was like,
my
wow.
brother told me that some of the inside of the
crazy.
arm there, dude. That's sick as fuck, though.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, no, anyways, man, her middle name's Sage, so you know what I mean? I got a sage stick burning into her name.
Oh,
You know,
that's tight.
Aria. Yeah, so.
That's tight.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
trained, man. My boy Art Hernandez, he's gonna be fighting on the Bader Bellator card over in San Jose. So I went up there and was training with him for a little bit, man. Because a lot of these guys now too, it's a trip on jump from one thing to another. But 559 Promotions, it's an amateur show, right? And they do amateur MMA. They've been around for a long time. Jeremy Luchau runs it up in Lemoore. They usually do something by Celia in Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Moreno, a former training partner of mine and a fighter as well, put together what Fight to Win almost has established those type of jiu-jitsu matches, but with 559 Promotions, right? So when Fight to Win's not in Fresno or in any of those areas, and the guys want to do some no-gi type of competitions, what they do is they just get pro athletes, pro fighters that are active, guys that are retired, and they just do a one-on-one kind of thing. like, just for the show, you know what I mean? Throw one of those matches in and shit like that, which
Yeah.
is cool. But now they're doing tournaments, which is kind of cool, man. They got one coming
That's
up
pretty cool.
in March. So it's like, I mean, it's pretty dope, man. But it's an 8-man tournament, but like 6 of the guys on the thing all know each other. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be kind of cool, man. As far as ticket sellers, it's gonna be a good deal. But
Are you doing
anyways.
it or?
You know what? I seen him post something, and it's in April, and I wanted to do it. What's up, buddy? It's my 5-year-old. Just for a little while. Give me a second, okay? Tell him a story. Right. So, I was gonna do it in April, man, and jump on it, but it's probably too already packed. So I threw myself on like a waiting list and shit. I wanted to do the Fight to Wins, man. This guy Seth, who runs it, I'd hit him up a few times, and he responded back, and then it just didn't. I didn't get matched up, so it was kind of like a disappointment.
What if you like? Can you like pre-promote it if you hooked up with like Tim Freeman and went on Inside BJJ and bullshit with him, and then try to like kind of front load some hype?
In all honesty, man, I probably would just have to see me. I don't have like a gym that I train out of anymore. I've been so cool with people, and I've kept a real humble and a good, just as far as like a good rep with people, man, about the game, and as far as not fucking nobody over there. I've been welcome everywhere, so I just train everywhere I can. And these places look for a person that's at one place, you know what I mean? Because they like, one of the questions, where do you fight out of? And it's all ticket sales, man. And to be honest, dude, like if I really wanted to get into one of these things, I mean, I could if I really tried hard and I made phone calls, but I don't want to do that shit, man. I mean, it's just all for fun for me now. I don't really want to get back into the game, even though it's jiu-jitsu. The reason why I don't get in the game is because all the effort that it takes that you need to put into the game. Yeah. I'm not trying to do that shit right now. Like, I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to hit some open mats, some good no-gi classes, and I'll be ready for a match. But I'm not going to go and suck off somebody just to train at their gym full-time and to get at one of these fights and try to, train my ass off to be a world champion, which is awesome. There ain't nothing wrong with training your ass off to do some stuff like that. But for me, I'm just trying to get it for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. So
it.
How much of you is reluctant? Like, do you fear it all? Like that truthfully, like, all right, if you went into jiu-jitsu, like you probably know in yourself, you can't be half in. Like if you're like, jiu-jitsu comps, like you're not going to be half in. And I get what you're saying, the gyms and stuff, but that's what I want. Are you worried about getting a little too obsessed to win, or?
No, I think my thing is the disappointment of not putting knowing what it takes to do it and not having that, and then going and doing it. And then while I'm preparing to get it done, in the back of my head, I'm always thinking, man, I used to do more for this kind of shit. I just can't. I don't know for me, regardless if, your mind can carry you a lot deeper into the waters and shit. You really want to do something. If you don't have the availability to do certain things that you need to prepare for it, your mind can sometimes carry you like that. But there's also like a reality point. You know what I mean? Your mind is going to put that kind of game on you where it's going to make you think a little bit, kind of play with you as you're doing it, not feeling like you don't have enough time, man. You're not going to do as good because you didn't do what you always used to do. And like, I don't want to put myself in. So I don't think, I don't know, man. I think if I did well with it, say I did do it, then I did well with it. And then I'm like, okay, like anybody, if you win, you want a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not going to say I wouldn't do that. I'd probably take it serious. And then little by little, I think my schedule would be a little bit easier because I would have already established it. I'm like a family man now, man. Before I was super selfish with the sport, so I could just, hey, all right, I got to go to the gym. Sorry, I got to go. There's no choice. You can't argue with me. Bye. Now it don't work like that. You got 3 kids and a house and a job, and all kinds of other responsibilities.
How tough was it for you to make that switch from the guy that was, looking to train all the time to, being around your family so much and being, that dad and, taking your kids to their games and stuff like that?
Dude, that was a huge switch. I'll be honest. Yeah, I was super selfish, man. I was all about the game and all about my gym. I like lived it. You know what I mean? That was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did switch, it was under unfortunate circumstances. So it was kind of like a forceful thing. I had no choice. I had to jump into it and just handle shit. You know? But dude, it was depressing. It was like weird, it was depressing, but not that kind of depressing where like it made you numb, where you just didn't want to do nothing but just sit home and not do shit. It was the kind of depressing where it made you want to figure out what the hell you're going to do next. So, yeah, it is different because sometimes when you get depressed, you just don't really want to do shit. You just want to like wait for it to pass off and stuff, figure itself out. This one, it made me take the initiative of figuring it out. It wasn't hard.
Differently.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard deal, man. I had it was like one of these kind of things, man. You have, you can go right, you know what I mean? Take the blue pill and you can like live the regular, comfortable, secure, life. Or you can take the other one and you can go on a fucking roller coaster in a fast life and see where it ends up. And I think I'd been doing that for so long, and the roller coaster's a rough ride, man, especially when you got other people you got to take care of, like little ones.
Absolutely.
You sometimes just don't want to, like, you don't have the time or the mental ability to ride that roller coaster no more. So you're just like, all right, I just want some stability, and you stick to the right, and you're just like, all right, this is the route I'm going to go. But no matter what, man, I don't give a fuck what person who's ever done the sport in the amount of time and put like the same kind of work that I've done into the sport will tell you, there's not one day that they don't think about still wanting to do it.
Yeah.
But thinking about it and wanting to do it, and not having the passion, behind it, makes it a lot easier. You know what I mean? To deal with. Like, I don't have the passion for that. So that's kind of like where
you can recognize that. You can recognize that though.
Yeah.
To me, it's like they're like seeking the balance that you're talking about, and then what you start to see, like, I feel like what becomes the overwhelming is you could still have the passion and train as hard as you wanted to, but then the balance, what fucks your teeter-totter up is the guilt of what you're not doing. And when you're looking at it, then when it changes to family and you feel that guilt, that fucking totally, I mean, it takes so many people out of it, because that's the truth. It's like you can't, it's like you said, it's a fucking selfish sport. It's selfish all the way around. Like, you gotta, so yeah, that's what I always seen is like with everybody is when you start to feel a certain amount of guilt for the time that you're not spending with somebody else, that makes it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, just to throw this out there too, again, before I was like really selfish, you know what I mean? It was all about me and what I could just get done for me. And, luckily I was always a good dad though. So the fortunate part is, my kid had no choice. She had to go where I was at, you know what I mean? And I wasn't a deadbeat. I'd bring her everywhere.
Yeah.
So, that was kind of my thing. And then I had another one and she was so small on it, and it got harder because now I'm like in a point in my career where, I'm going a little bit further places, and I'm doing a little bit more different shit that I can't really take a kid to go and do anymore. And then I'm like, all right, well, you spend a certain amount of time with, the kids, especially, and they have like a certain connection to a man, especially girls, female daughter has just a connection with a male father. It is what it is, the way it works. You know what I mean? But anyways, you separate yourself, and then you go back home when you're done, and you spend a certain amount of quality time, and there's a certain type of quality to that, man. Just like anybody who values something, they don't have it. They always, oh man, they want to feel that feeling again. So anyways, what I'm getting at is I would leave, and I'd be gone for a certain amount of time, and I'd be like, man, it's a weird feeling. Like, I want to be home. I don't want to be here no more. So like that feeling started kind of overweighing that feeling of I'd rather be at the gym training my ass off right now and fucking getting good. Like that was just not as important anymore. It was like, dude, I kind of, you know what, dude? If I got a good amount of money in the bank, why the hell am I going to the gym and doing anything? I'm just gonna chill, dude. But in all honesty, like that was where like my mental battle happened because my mind was already set. I just wanted to be with my family, but it was weird. Like I still was restless. I'm like, dude, I still want to hit the bag. I still want to do mitts. I still want to do this, but like I'll try to like go to the park instead, and I'll try to and it still just wasn't the same. And it's still not the same. But fortunately, I use a little bit of my selfishness and involve my kids in martial arts, and I can kind of live through that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are your girls still training, doing stand up and a little bit of Muay Thai and stuff like that?
Yeah, they my oldest is doing a lot of Muay Thai, and then my middle child I needed to get. She's only in kindergarten, but it's like a good stage for her to like really focus if she's not one of those serious focused kids. So I had to take her out a little bit just so she can focus on her schooling and her homework kind of stuff. So going to first grade, not knowing anything at all, and having to start from square one. So I'll get her back in it. But my 12-year-old, she's still doing it. She's doing pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the one I lived through, man. So that's kind
of that's pretty cool that you can do that, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, definitely kind of cool, man. See what happens if she actually should be good. She wants to do it. I don't force her into it, so it kind of helps out a little bit. I don't force her that much. Correct.
When she doesn't want to go to practice, how do you get her to go?
Oh no, she goes.
She goes. There's never I don't want to go.
Just fucking gangster. Oh no, she goes. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, there's never really a fight with her unless she's like swamped with homework or something like that. And then that's a different thing. And she goes to school. It's really scheduled. It's really established. There's a great system there. So for kids in her circumstance that are trying to like compete and do well, and they can't make it on certain days, there's always something the next day to get her into. So she can't make one day. Yeah, man, it's a pretty cool thing. She trains at Valor Training Center here in Stockton. It's
nice,
awesome school, man. It's Patrick's done a really, really good job, man. He's done a really, really good job with just the whole system that he has.
Didn't they just open up a new one?
They did in Elk Grove. So now they have two in Stockton and one in Elk Grove.
One's downtown Stockton, right?
Yeah, sort of downtown. More like West Stockton, but going towards the downtown area. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's like almost like right at where the downtown would start, I guess.
Nice. Okay.
He's doing good, man. I mean, fuck. Knowing where it was at like 5-6 years ago to where it is now, and not just his schools, man. Everything that he's done to really, establish his passion, Muay Thai, and how it affects people. So, the biggest thing you want to do when you want to affect people in a good way is you start with the kids, because you get the kids interested, and then where the kids are, the parents follow. I mean, the kids have to believe, and then the kids somehow convince the parents to believe in it, and then next thing you know, you got a great family environment. And he created that really well, but he put a youth development league. It's called the YDL, and what they do is they have everything computerized in the system, right? So each kid that competes signs up under the YDL, right, and it registers them. So every tournament that they go to, now this is the first of its kind. They've done this just for Muay Thai, and again, this is all straight traditional Muay Thai rules from Muay Thai. This isn't kickboxing rules. This isn't its own Americanized, rules or anything like that. Pancreation standard until they're about 12, and they are experienced. Then they can go headshots. But everything is all, chest down. Shit happens. Kids get hit in the face, but not stuff. But anyways, it's YDL. It's just the youth development league, man, speaks for itself. It's developing these kids to learn what Muay Thai is all about, from the rules, the tradition of Muay Thai, to the actual combative feeling that they get from being in these tournaments. A lot of these kids, unfortunately, come.
Sorry to cut you off. Are there a lot of Muay Thai tournaments? Because you don't really hear too much about them. Maybe if you're in that circle, maybe a little bit more.
First of its kind, man. This is the YDL is the first of its kind. Everything else is kickboxing. anchorage, kickboxing, this, that, the other. Really intense, man. Time intense as far as like what it would take to make this, man. I don't want to keep like blowing this guy Patrick up, but man, he's really a legitimate guy who believed in something, and it's just a prime example of not giving a shit about fucking people talking shit about you, about what you're trying to do. You know, this guy's a Filipino guy trying to get a youth development league for Muay Thai in California started. First using nothing but traditional Muay Thai from Thailand, and he did it. He went to Thailand. He took champions over there. But again, what I'm getting at, man, is he started a league specifically to target kids, man, to get them to have something to look for. You know what I mean? And for me, you know, for the most part, not growing up as a youth in Stockton, but growing up at an age where, unfortunately, I was at that age where you make that decision of where you want to go in life. And kids need something in this town, man. And he started something, and it's really helped, and I've seen the impact it's made. And it's made me a believer, dude. And I've been in this shit for a long time. And I've seen a lot of people use this for really fucked up purposes. And sometimes just for their own selfish popularity reasons. They just want to be cool doing it. This guy has far from those motives. And he just believed in something. And right now he's doing awesome, man. So
that's good.
For me, it would take a lot for me to trust somebody with my daughter. You know what I mean? In a sport that she could get kicked in the fucking face. Elbowed in the face.
That's a good point.
Again,
that's a
let me
huge
explain
point.
this again. This is traditional Muay Thai, okay? So one thing you gotta understand is mostly what you guys see is kickboxing rules, and it be called Muay Thai fight.
Yeah.
This YDL, like they teach the rules and everything, man, and then it gives these kids the opportunity to go to tournaments in Turkey and Thailand and mess with the U.S. Muay Thai team. It gives kids, specifically in this town, again, dude, an opportunity to get the fuck out of here with something like this, you know, instead of
just from it was crazy to see. Like it's probably like one of the cleanest gyms I've ever been in. Probably,
nice,
you know,
beautiful facility.
Well, and then I just went in there like twice maybe, but it was obvious and quite apparent, like with my ignorant perspective, to walk in there and see that whatever he's doing, he's putting everything he has into this gym. The bags are clean, the mats are clean. It was relieving to see that, because you'll train in a gym for a long time. You'll love the gym, love the coach, love everything, and it's all just what it is, and it's that way forever. You know what I mean? But that gym specifically, it was obvious that whatever that he was vested. Like he was vested. Yeah. And then it's like you said, I never, you know, a lot of, you hear about martial arts gyms and stuff, and it's smart that he's able to do the youth like that, because that's a long-term, it's not a get rich quick thing. It's nothing. Somebody's passionate. Somebody's putting everything they have into the gym, and they're going to build these kids. And then these kids are going to have kids one day, and then they know.
Bro, sorry to cut you off. This guy got a class on Friday. It's called the Career Development Class. It's fucking the career develop, like it's a class that just can motivate people and show them the direction to go into as far as career. Like, who the fuck offers that at a martial arts place if they didn't have
that's what
you know what I'm saying? Like that's so that
it's badass.
That's
kind of cool.
That's what, like, dude, like, to me, like, I've always been half in on martial arts, but in my mind and my soul, like, I believe in the whole process the whole way, because there's people that like might go to the military, like, and what they're seeking wholeheartedly is some sense of structure and some sense of discipline, and it does some very well. Martial arts, I went to John and Eva's youngest, Jackson. It's super cool what they have up here. They do a program when they're from 3 to 5, and they try soccer, they try baseball, they try karate, they try all these things, and you just keep doing it to see what your kid's gonna like. Well, they did. I went to his first karate, huh?
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty tight, dude. So, like, we went to the, you know, it's been fun. We've been going to them. We went to the karate one, and I was sitting there, dude. Like, I never, you know, doing taekwondo as a kid or whatever, but to walk in and to see karate, and he's like, okay, you know, class, get in the line, and kids are fucking around. Nope, get in a line, and then they get in a line. Then it's okay, raise your right hand. Okay, raise your left hand. Raise your right hand, and he trick. No, that's not right. You guys aren't listening, and running laps. And you see, like, I forgot what that did. That little martial arts things with the kids, like, even if a kid might be disrespectful to his parents, for some reason, kids will just listen to a fucking stranger. They will. Yeah. They're like, they'll just listen to him. And it's like, holy shit. But then you see like the little principles and a little bit of that discipline getting worked in and the martial arts. And it's like you say, to bring in something like career development and stuff, it's pretty cool for kids. Like, regardless of the parental influence, they're able to have like a coach or, a guide, like a counselor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because these are martial arts becomes. Teens and adult classes is what this one is. You know what I mean? So we target kids from 13 up. Like, we really, really try to give some kids who don't have nobody there to give it to them. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of lead way, that kind of push, like, in a direction. Because I think that's what most people's problem is they're so confused on the direction they are. And it takes a lot of work, man, to find what you want. I know it's so easy to say that, but think about your guys' day of just, maybe you've had a hard day, bro, and life's just not going the way we like it to go. We all know that shit feels like, man, the rainy days, you know what I mean? And you're sitting back just trying to figure out what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like what direction, and it takes a lot. Again, it's easy to ask somebody, hey, what do you want? What are you going to do with yourself, and expect an answer back, right? But man, if you hit somebody at the wrong time, you could, catch them just choke up because they really can't answer that because they don't know themselves, man. So it's, not everybody's blessed with having that person in their life to be able to at least give them the idea that it's an important thing. Some kids only have themselves and the TV and the radio, a couple friends and the neighbor.
Dude, kids don't even know that everyone else is wondering everyone else at one point in their life wondered what they were going to do. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, you'll talk to a kid 20 years old or something. And like, oh man, it's like, no, I remember that. Oh, you went through that too. It's like, fuck, bro. You start to realize real quickly how many people don't have anybody in their life that's ever talked to them like that in that regard, that's ever said, dude, I felt the same way, I went through the same shit, or don't worry, I've done worse. Isn't that a weight off your shoulder, man, when you talk to, for us, it'd be an old timer, right? You get down and I've been so fortunate to speak with people with such wisdom, man, and like we'll reminisce on things from their past, and I'm going through it in the present, and their words sometimes of just what they went through and how, sometimes you gotta just, and they explain it in their own way, you know what I mean? Something that unfortunately now I don't get a lot of that, you know what I mean? So when you do hear it and you receive it, sometimes you can hear shit, not always receive it. You guys know what I mean? But when you actually hear it and you could receive it and know what's being said to you, and it can stick in your mind and change things and affect the way you do things the next day or even at that moment. You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that I just wish was more available. Like what this guy's doing for these kids, what you guys have probably had done for yourselves, but some individuals somewhere. We all know what the doctors like, man. So when you just see those people, man, you just give them fucking mad kudos. Like, damn, dude, you're doing good shit. You know what I mean? Because if I could do it, I would. You know what I mean? I can't do that shit. All of us would like to go out there and be fucking motivators and shit. That takes a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's hard to be that happy all the time. I mean, those guys have a persona that they're
who said they are too, bro.
And, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, they are. That's what it is what it is within my mind. The construct of it is a certain sense of lack of fear of commitment. Like, you're not lacking, because, dude, I'll talk to certain people and I'll see their eyes and I'll see them need somebody. And I'm like, I get fucking scared. Like, no, dude, I'm not the dude that's gonna be there for you, bro. Like, you know, like,
don't pick me.
I get freaked out. Like, dude, like, you know, like,
it's a big responsibility. It holds a lot of weight.
It does. So somebody like this Patrick, as example, like that, you know, he's vesting into it. It takes a very special person to be that selfless and confident to where, like, I'm always going to be at this location. And whenever you need me, I'm here. Like, there's something so honorable about that, because we've all probably met somebody that's came to us for help, needed it. We could help them. But the fear of the commitment to that individual, it takes a lot to be that selfless. It really does. No matter how much you want to do it. Yeah. And you know, like it's a very hard move to say, like, okay, you know, like, I'm going to wholeheartedly help you. Like that is
big time, bro.
It's difficult.
It is. You know, family, your own life, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing to truly take on a task of that sort. Not just like you know, but help somebody, you know, it's no joke. So when you see people like that, it is somebody to admire, cherish, spread the word about.
We live in a super selfish society, in my opinion. Now, man, everybody's really selfish. They care about only themselves. That's why we have everybody caring about how many likes they get on social media. It's really selfish, man. You know, so that being said, you know, it's really hard to find certain gym owners, you know, because you have two kinds of people, right? You have the gym owner that wants to make a lot of money and only cares about the amount of people that he has and the numbers that he has in the gym. And then you have another guy who cares about the growth of his gym and how he affects the numbers that he has in his gym. Everybody always has that goal. But, you know, you don't run into people who have that compassion about really helping people out, or even knowing, man, what the fuck they're getting into. Because I'll be honest, dude, I was like 22 when I started working into the gym business, and I started it for super selfish reasons, because my gym team that I had was falling apart for selfish, you know, reasons and shit. And all of our fighters had no place to go, and I was all of a sudden given an opportunity after I won my first title, and to start a gym and to open up a gym and have some guy with some money. Put some money down to start a gym for me and all my boys to get into, right? We were all like, oh, yeah, cool, man. And it was a lot of weight on my shoulders because I didn't realize what the fuck I was getting into until I was ready into it. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't sign up for this. But being like 22.
Pretty young, too. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? You're a yes man riding the roller coaster. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know, after a few years into it, you start realizing, wow, man, I'm not really in the business of teaching people to fight. I'm in a business of people, where your day-to-day is people. Yeah, the tools that you use to work with people are what you teach in your lessons, but ultimately working with the person is your job. That's what you get. And it's hard to learn that, dude, because at first, even now, some people might listen to me and be like, I'm a coach. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, then, dude, fuck you, bro, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because you must know the person you're working with. If you have a class of 20, 30 people and you teach a martial art, not a fitness class, but a martial art, you eventually need to get to the point where you know every single fucking person's name and you know them well enough to see them come in and know they're not having a bad day and address it, bro. And I bring that up because, you know, I learned like this, bro. One day, it was when I opened my fitness martial arts gym after I moved into, for my small business, a huge gym. I had a lady and her son come in, right? And she was a Spanish lady, and her son was kind of her, like her translation. You know, she spoke broken English. Anyways, long story short, man, she just did like cardio kickboxing, bro. And like you know, we talked to her, and every day she seemed happy, really spunky. You know, Hispanic lady, always happy to be there. And she found out we were moving and stuff, and she didn't know if we were closing down or we were coming back. So anyway, she brought her son in, and she told me and my partner, Chris, how, you know, she's really concerned that, you know, this gym has saved her life through, you know, some bad times. And like, you know, she's opened up to like how she was killing herself and her son had nobody. And she just went on and on and on, dude. And I'm just like, damn, man, this is kind of heavy. I'm too young for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Being spoken through her son? Fuck.
Broken English and her son. Yeah, like she spoke broken English, but he would like go in and like translate shit, you know, when she couldn't really explain fully in English. So But yeah, bro, it was pretty heavy, right? So I took that experience and I grew, and I knew like, hey man, this is like a serious business. I'm affecting people. And then I opened up this fitness gym, right? And we get more people who are more fitness oriented, not MMA fighters. Or people who have no friends, are out of shape, nobody likes them, they have low self-esteem. They come into establishment like this to meet people, to get some self-esteem, to feel a part of something because they have no friends. So, dude, it was weird, man. You know, and you know, no name dropping. This is all personal shit, man. But I had about maybe within the career of having my gym for about 7 years, I've had 5 people come up to me and just kind of preach out being at our place and feeling the way they felt at our establishment saved them from killing themselves. And this is like, it's kind of heavy shit, bro. When someone tells you that, and sometimes they're not just people who, you know, we all hear shit.
That's some Tony Robbins shit right there.
Yeah, you know, and they're from credible people with, you know, like that. Again, you keep everything very, you know, personal and stuff, and you don't really say much about them. These are like professional people, man. People with good careers and what you would think is having a great family, but you don't know what the fuck's going on. And for somebody to all of a sudden lose 30 pounds, get their wife back, come back in, and kind of pull you to the side and give you a gift on a certain day, and saying, and then you ask them, and then they give you a whole entire, you know, 3 years worth in 30 minutes of how they feel. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean?
That's
so
crazy.
So when you see people again, man, going in the direction Patrick's going in, starting things like this, man, you just know that people like that are really needed, man. Outside of the whole sport, yeah, Muay Thai is fucking great. Teaching people's a big part of it. That's like fucking, people are 80% of your business.
Yeah.
20% is you finding out what you're going to teach the people and how you're going to teach. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's the easy part for people fucking doing.
It's beyond, like, it's crazy that it's beyond even the gym and the fitness, like business in general, real business, small business owners, not like insane corporations and all this stuff that get, you know, caught up in the bureaucracy of things and laws and orders and strict principles. When you're dealing with businesses, it's all about people, the way you handle them, the way you treat them. And you start to realize real quick, like, look, to be a successful business owner is on one hand, but it's not just for success. You can't just be thinking success, because then you'll never connect with that customer, that person, that client, whoever they are. Like, what makes people congregate to a business is they like the people at the business. Like, it's a big deal. And
it's a big deal in sales. They always say people buy from people they like.
Well, yeah, and I
mean, when you get them to buy in, bro, that's big time. You know, you say, like I was saying, you know, you start with the kids, right? The kids buy in, you know, then the parents are believers. They believe in the system because they're like, fuck, my kid went from here to here. Oh my God, thank you. You know, I'm going to keep
see the
going.
progress. They see how far they've come.
Then when they have coffee or a dinner with somebody who has kids, and then boom, then all of a sudden their kids, and then all of a sudden the moms are sitting there talking while they're taking their kid. Hey, we should take that cardio kickboxing class over there. That'd be really cool. We're here anyways. We should do it. Let's lose weight before yada yada. Then all of a sudden, bam, wife's looking good. Then the husband's like, oh shit, man, I'm getting a little chunky. I need to get in there and show my wife I'm still a badass. Then the dad comes in there, then tells his friends, hey man, I go and I fuck shit up at this Muay Thai. You know, again, people develop their own mindset of what they're doing, even though like the system's always the same. You know, it might be real mild, but in somebody's head, they're in Thailand fucking shit up, dude. Like, they're doing their thing. You know what I mean? It's wherever their mind takes them. You know what I mean? That's what you sell.
And you're going to attract your demographic. That gym is going to have its demographic, and those people are going to thrive in their environment. And a lot of people get focused on, like, merchandise, for example, like, oh, we need to sell more t-shirts. We need a badass logo. We need to do this. The whole thing is, it's like, what sells a brand when it gets to that point, say you're doing great and you're going to make t-shirts. If you have all your people there and you have everybody that loves your gym, that comes there every day, that's what just built your brand. Like, whatever it is, that's what everybody's going to wear. They want to wear the shirt, they want to wear the shirt because the person that represents it, because the coaches, because the staff, because the business, whoever it is, they love it so much. it's kind of crazy because there is a confusion with that, especially like in youth. Oh, I gotta have the baddest logo. I gotta make this the coolest. I gotta have the coolest name. I gotta do this. My gym's gonna be this because of that. And then you start to realize, no, it really has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is that the reason this brand and this team is so successful in whichever regard or business is because everybody actually loves the team and the business. So they
bought into it. Yeah.
They buy in. And
Hell
that's
yeah,
how,
man.
yeah. And it's crazy. Huh?
That was my biggest downfall, bro. Like when I first started, again, speaking on the past, when you're younger, you have your mindset a certain way, right? Because you're younger, you're in that roller coaster ride, right? Going a million miles an hour, loving everything, trying to see everything as you're zooming by, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I got in that position where, you don't really know the demographic you're looking for. You look at yourself, right? For me, I looked at myself, okay, because that's all I knew. So I'm like, okay, I'm this fucking MMA fighter. I'm in shape. I know what I'm doing.
I'm on a fucking billboard, which is
billboard. You know what I mean?
Badass.
So in my eyes, it was kind of cool.
No, fuck everything else. Sick as fuck. So just anybody out there listening, you're a champion and you're on a fucking billboard.
Yeah, bro.
This is where Isaac's at right now when this is happening.
Yeah, man. And so all my trainers needed to be like that. So I'm hiring all these guys that were like me, right? Because naturally you think that's what people want to see. So what happened in the beginning of the first year of my gym, I realized, okay, well, most of my clientele are all fighters, all tough guys, and all guys just kind of like me, man, just rugged people and shit. And I'm just like, fuck, wait a second. Or people that were wanting to be rugged, but they just didn't have it, And I noticed
a lot of fighters don't pay gym fees.
Yeah, the money wasn't there, bro,
Fighters don't keep the doors open, that's for sure.
No, they don't, man. They don't whatsoever. And I've seen that. Okay, I gotta make changes. So I started making changes, right? Started reestablishing. Thought that maybe it would be the look. So I changed the look. Everything was less MMA. I took down posters. Made it more mixed martial arts friendly, for everybody, kids, adults. There wasn't just posters of current fights all over the place. You know what I mean? That's what it was. That's kind of gym I had in my head that I was running. And so again, I had to switch everything up, and I had to change the demographics, the kind of people that I was working with. I had to start doing cardio, kickboxing classes, things that I was always against. Like, shit, hell no. But unfortunately, the location I was in was expensive. I'm a young guy who had no job but this, so I had to make it work. So I switched things up, and I started again working with demographics, and I changed things up tons of times, man. And I was trying to figure out what the fuck am I not seeing. So fortunately, my partner at the time was way more business savvy than me. He owned a few fitness gyms. So he sent me some seminars, right? And I took a bunch of seminars, and they were like Tony Robbins type shit. It's pretty cool though. And it just taught you about people and how to deal with them, how to sell yourself to people as a product. And and I looked at everything I was doing. I looked at what Chad just mentioned, the demographics, and I looked at all the people I had around me, right? And I looked at it actually hit me one day going to the gym, right? I had a kids class going, and I walked in the gym, and it smelled like fucking straight feet and underwear and balls, right? And I'm God, fucked up because it was wintertime. We had the doors closed, a lot of sweat, foggy, yada yada, the carpet, you know what I mean, just everything. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck, all bad. If I was a fucking, an older woman or an older man, and I walked in there, I walked right the fuck out. And then I'm, again, I'm listening to the music by the kids, like the fucking, I think at the time it was, I don't know, like some X-rated, some crazy shit. You know what I mean? I got a lot of kids, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are these guys doing? And then, again, I had two heavyweights inside my boxing ring beating the shit out of each other. You know what I mean? And I had some visitor heavyweights come in. And I was very fortunate to have an extremely talented bunch of guys on my team. They're very extremely and well-known people. And anyways, I had people that would come in from out of town and spar with these guys. And I remember during, again, like all these things in one night, one of my heavyweights ended up breaking this guy's nose. and he hit him pretty hard, man. I'm talking about blood all over the place. And guy got hit to where he made a yelp, kind of I don't want to say like a girl scream, but it was, like it was pain. You know what I mean? And there was a scene, dude. There was a fucking scene. So anyways, long story short, again, dude, I had cardio kickboxing going over here that was mainly women. I had a kids class going over here on my mat, and I had a boxing ring that was in the middle of both classes. Where I got X-rated playing, a smelly gym, and a guy that's big as fuck with a destroyed nose and there's blood all over my mat. And I'm just like, dude, what am I doing? No wonder I'm not hitting the numbers I need to hit. You know what I mean? This is fucking all bad. So I changed everything up. I got women trainers. I got more fitness-oriented type people, less tattoos and haircuts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And actually, and shaved. You know what I mean? No crazy music. I tore the carpet up and replaced it with just no carpet. Took all the fabric out for certain purposes. You know what I mean? And you just really look at what you're doing, man, and see that the dynamics and the atmosphere is huge. Whatever you are planning on bringing in, you have to make sure you welcome it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not welcoming. Who the fuck
you were the first person you told me, like, that gym. You told me, you said, dude, it was fucking crazy. I realized, like, you can't have your fucking fighters in beating up all your paying customers. Like, that was kind of, you were like, dude, I realized quick, bro, like, fucking, dude, there's tons of people that there's like 90% of the people that want to train don't ever want to fight.
Yeah.
They just want to train. So
it was weird, man. We had guys, sorry to interrupt you, man, but we had a guy, he paid for a long time, man. Like, he was a member for a long time until he really got hurt and he couldn't train no more. Like, really physically just could not, train. But he had a good job, never wanted to fight, didn't give a fuck ever about fighting, but just loved to spar. Wouldn't stretch, come out of work in his fucking clothes, change real quick, put on his
part
gear,
of Fight Club,
get down, and he would get his ass fucked up, man, and he would still come back and pay for it. And he paid to just get beat up by the fighters. And again, it's not the thing to do, because I lost him eventually after 3 years of having him around. He got hurt to the point where he could never train again. And like Chad's saying, man, like stuff like that, that'll throw you off, dude, big time. But people will pay for that, you know what I mean? But that's the whole trial, and if I could do it all over again, man, really, what I wish I would have done. One, never opened up the gym, if you really want to. People ask me that, bro. I mean, I had a gym going strong for like 7 years, man. It was a great gym. Everybody knew about it. I would have never done it if I could. I'd be in a completely different situation. Whether I love my situation now, but I'd be in a way different situation if I didn't have that gym. So I wish I, one, didn't do it, but two, the fact that I did do it, I can look. Sorry, phone's dying. But yeah, I wouldn't have done it. But again, if I could do it all over again, and I decided this was what I was going to do, I would have been smart about it, bro. Like, being young, I would have stopped fighting. Just say I wanted to go about doing the business, right? Here, a guy wants to start a business. I would have, one, invested all the money that I wasted on certain stuff in the beginning that I didn't need, that I ended up knowing that I didn't need after I purchased it, and experienced the gym life knowing I didn't need it because I never used it. I wish I would have traveled, went to every gym I could possibly go to, all the way from Southern California to far as north I could go, and just take classes, take as much experience in as I could, seminars, expos, everything, to take everything in, right? Not to copyright nothing, but to develop my own off of what I knew was out there, that I knew was possible, but nobody ever taught me. You know what I mean? And dude, I think if I would have had that opportunity, and I wasn't so stuck with, I need to fight, because if I don't fight, I don't get that extra cash. So you know what I mean. I fumbled both of them. You know what I mean. And if I could have done it all over again, I would have stopped. I would have done one.
One or the other.
So now, knowing that, knowing what you wish you'd have done, knowing the steps you wish you'd have taken, is there anything in you that is going to pass that to the youth? Is there anything in you that's going to develop into a coach when your girls are a little bit older? Do you foresee yourself being somebody that, as your kids are older, able to go to more seminars, gain a little bit more knowledge, and still be able to coach a youth? Do you see yourself going that way?
You know what? I honestly, I could say I could do that shit now without having to go anywhere, man. I think everything that I see now, I'm far from trying to say that I know everything, but I think in the position that I'm in right now, for what I could do, I know enough just to lend a helping hand to stir somebody, like I was saying, in the right direction. Because people only need direction. Now, what they do with that direction and that mentor that they have to guide them while they go into that direction, I'm not that guy. I don't have that time no more. But I think I'm already experienced enough to talk to somebody, show them, regardless the age of what direction, for their personality and their capabilities and their availabilities should go to. You know what I mean? Directions are.
So let's say there's a guy in camo, right? He's an amateur. He's 3-0.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's obviously going to be learning and developing new skills. But how much would you say, like, this is the way I look at it, that guy probably thinks he just needs way more skills, way more knowledge. How much would you weigh on the fact that something like your story and what you're saying, as far as mentally coaching that person to have the capacity for success, do you think that's what I foresee at a certain point, like our lives, to be able to take a kid like that and say, look, man, I know what you're feeling. Would you weigh more that the mental aspect of that person's career is far greater than the skills set, because the skill set's just going to develop over years and years, and the coming, you know, what comes of the future?
Well,
Build
bro,
their
like
mental strengths.
the skills are always going to be there, and I get what you're saying. Like, am I going to be able to be that guy that would be a mentor, willing to be a mentor? Kid is an up and comer, and what do I think I would have words for them that would help motivate them to
I believe you do.
great?
I didn't mean do you think. I mean, like, I believe you do. Like, personally, I wholeheartedly believe you do.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that.
But am I willing to do it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No, I get you. Yeah, no, for sure. I was just trying to get that one. I mean, you know what, dude? I'll be honest. It depends on if I fucking like him. You know what I mean? Because I think I'm at a point in my life where I was very selfish before for selfish reasons, but I'm selfish right now for selfless reasons. And I'll explain like this: I have kids, so I'm gonna be super selfish.
It makes complete sense
time for them. You know what I mean? So if I could find one that didn't waste my fucking time and didn't give me that sense of, oh yeah, man, can I just use you while I can use you right now, and then throw you to the side, I would still, I shouldn't say it like that, because I would still be okay with that. I'm okay with being a part-time. Yeah, hell yeah. But
that's what I think you
find a kid who's okay with that part-time, but they don't do nothing with what they're those kind of guys, bro. And a lot of people who are coaches, if they ever listen to what the fuck I'm talking about, is like, you get those yes guys. Yeah, coach. Yeah. But they don't fucking follow a goddamn thing that you say, because they feel that that's the most easiest way to get you to just shut up and just keep doing whatever, because they just want to get it over. Okay, get to the next level. But if you find a kid, you know, genuine, every coach knows. Hell yeah, man. You know, that's
like
sacrifice.
So if we're in a movie right now, if we're in a movie and I'm writing this fucking movie and I'm writing this fucking script and I'm scripting shit, I'm like, fucking Mr. DeJesus comes across his fucking protege. And the reason I believe like you're coaching and everything, like everything to have this kid time in your life where you really don't give a fuck. It's like, leave me the fuck alone. You know, it's like, you know, there's been multiple martial art movies that way because it's true, but some kid that would bug you. I wholeheartedly believe that your mental capacity, not just for the technical aspect of the sport, but for the mental challenges which a youth would face in his adolescence, aspiring in the sport. I think the mental range of your coaching is so high on that level that if a youth were to actually embrace that, he would benefit greatly. And then as the skills progress, there's no doubt in my mind that your indulgence within that person would be great. So if it was my martial arts movie, bro, you're the fucking sensei, dog. And just,
bro, are you just trying to ask him to be your coach? Is that what you want? You want him? You want Isaac to be your coach?
Do you need me to send you videos?
What do I fucking do, bro? No, no, I just look at it. Yeah.
If I could find, and I say it like this, man, because I used to be like this, because I was in a position in my career where my team fell apart, and I had every motherfucking coach in the valley trying to scoop me up. You know what I'm saying? I won a title off of a boxing coach and a female personal trainer training in Gold's Gym. You know what I mean? And just holding mitts for me when I needed it. You know what I mean? Like, I did that for 2 fights in a row. You know what I mean? Like, it just got to find the people that are willing to grind with you, that are willing to take that extra, you know what I mean? That extra place. Because again, man, I was that selfish guy, man. Like, I would have I would have coaches come up to me, oh man, can I work with you, bro? I'll be there for you, yada, yada, yada. They gave me the whole fucking 9, right? And just to stop hearing them fucking speak about how good they were, I would just, yeah, bro, yeah, for sure, yeah, man, yeah. But like none of that was really behind, you know, none of me was really behind the ass. So as long as I don't get one of those guys, me when I was like 20, if I don't have one of those guys come up to me, me when I was younger, I'd do it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why.
I've had guys do that.
Bro. See, like in my movie, bro, you get the you, dog. You get the you. And that's why. That's why, bro. Because you're like, you know, motherfucker, I was you, bro. You fucking think you're the fucking shit. And then fucking you go into that hard sparring session, then you just fucking beat him down. You're like, how fucking, you're fucking bad, bro. You're fucking bad. You don't fucking know. And fucking boom. Then you drop the mental shit on him, dog. And then he becomes your fucking protege and you fucking conquer the fucking world.
Dude, I fucking love the way you think, man.
Cobra Kai,
that's the way 3. I think. That's the only fucking.
What the fuck? Is there season 3 already?
Bro, you're starring in it.
Oh, okay, cool. I have to catch up. I was gonna. YouTube has this thing where you get 30 days free, right? The free trial.
So I paid for the premium ever since.
Yeah, I paid talking about what the fuck is season 1 and 2 of
Cobra
what?
Kai, motherfucker. You remember Karate Kid?
Bro, if you don't watch Cobra Kai, you don't fucking know.
I haven't watched Cobra Kai. I have not watched Cobra Kai.
But you watched the fucking Bachelor in Paradise. Go suck your dick, Chad.
Yeah,
I thought the Cobra Kai thing was fake.
I don't know.
Huh?
Shit,
we watched it after my son goes to bed, bro, because it's too raunchy for my son to take in. I can't have, dude. My kid, he's a thug, dude. My kid likes hip hop a lot, man. He runs around.
Chad's biggest fan.
Yeah.
Dude, John's like, you understand that I'm going to show him like every white rapper ever. He's like, I'll coach him.
Did you see Vanilla Ice's new shit? No. Vanilla Ice now, you know, okay, like, have you seen these new rappers, like the new hillbilly rappers? Like, they're like white rappers.
I know what you're talking
country rappers. Yeah, Vanilla Ice got some whole
popular.
I guess so now, man. I seen it and it wasn't too bad. So, okay, all right, man. Might play this in the car on the low. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Do you know the name of any of the songs, bro? We can pull this shit up right now.
Vanilla.
Just going to Vanilla Ice's new country rap. Vanilla Ice new country rap. I guarantee some shit's gonna come up.
So wait, whoa! It's not just white boy rap. You're saying Vanilla Ice is doing the country rap.
Country rap, dude. It's gangster shit. But it's
my god.
Damn, drop this. Yeah, country rap must be badass, man. I mean, I like the song. It wasn't too bad. If I was living in the country and shit, I'd be like, yeah, probably
Nah, bro, you ain't gotta live in the country. You like it right where you're at, dog. That's what
Oh,
you're saying.
don't tell no one, man. You find it yet?
I'm getting it.
Hey, I
Country
might
rap.
have to go in a minute. I got like 3% left on my shit, man. I had
Bro,
how long have you been on this?
When your phone dies, it dies, bro.
What is it? I like
Yeah,
Your
you gotta
phone
stay in it to
fucking
win it, bro.
dies. It fucking dies, bro.
all right, fuck it. We're at 2% now.
That's it. We lost 1%. Just so
I got
you guys, hey,
2%.
just so you guys know, I've been pissing in a cup. This fucking when I had to take a break, I grabbed a cup, dog.
That's disgusting, dude.
Dude,
Can you see me on this shit?
I couldn't break. This is my fucking cup of piss. Yeah.
Can you
got
guys
horse
hear this?
shoes, and I'll even sell you some horse manure.
Can
to
you guys hear
fertilize
this?
your yard.
Hell yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Came to the right place then. Well, come on with me. Let's go. All right.
What the
Have you
fuck?
ever had a horse burger? Never had a horse burger.
Is
Hell
your
yeah.
song Isaac?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like,
We
I
may
like
get
that
yanked
part.
from YouTube for this, but fuck them.
Hell yeah, bro. This is tight.
Oh, I lost
What the fuck
power.
happened?
My iPad died.
You guys fucking suck, dude.
I'm
My
glad
shit's about to
because we
die
would have
right
got
now.
yanked.
You guys are not fucking fully charged like I am, dog. I fucking
No,
built a
bro, my
sauna
shit-
today, okay? You
My shit
fucking
was
motherfucker.
78%. My shit was at 78%.
I built a
We've been
fucking
on this
sauna
motherfucker
today, and you guys are dying.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Dude, you fucking finally built that fucking sauna. You were starting that in like what, November, dude? Like,
Dude.
you want me to pat on the
Okay.
back, bro?
At the
Dude,
beginning of
I'm
winter.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I live in a place where there's a real winter. Okay, so I have to actually tarp. Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, I
Damn
think
it.
we're losing him.
I think he's gone.
Fucking it.
No. Oh, that was good.
I think we lost him. He's
Oh,
sitting on the
man.
screen frozen.
Yeah, he's just frozen.
Whatever.
That's it. That's it. He's gone
That's
into
what
eternity.
we
bro.
got, man.
That's his- He definitely shaves his chest, by the way. You can fucking tell. Dude, I know he shaves his chest, bro. I'm just fucking calling him out because he can't defend himself right now. But seriously,
He's
dude, did you
frozen in
see?
time.
Dude, this is fucking, that's real.
That is a full cup of bro. You got to the top of that motherfucker.
Dog, that's
that
why
must
if
be
you
only
see the
20
video,
ounces.
I keep fucking looking down and I'm like, fuck. So I had my thumb about 3/4 of an inch into the cup, and I'm like, if it touches my thumb, I gotta fucking pinch and go, bro. Like I gotta fucking figure this out.
I
And
gotta cut
I
it
had a
off.
fucking backup cup here just in case, dog. I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking pinch and switch, bro. And like, I didn't want to say nothing.
The
but-
old-fashioned pinch and switch, huh?
yeah, fucking dude. I was like, I seen those two cups and I was like, brilliant. I was like, I'm not gonna try to fucking pot because it was deep. We were deep. I'm like, I can grab those cups and listen on my headphones.
You got a
Oh,
long
fuck.
cord.
Yeah.
So do you want to get some fight picks in real quick
Yeah, let's get
for the fight?
for sure.
I,
Fuck, Isaac, you fell off. Your phone died. Thank you for being on, brother. I'm sure Isaac will be a return guest many times as he was, yeah, that was fun. Fuck,
that was a good time, man. That
damn
was a really
good.
good time.
Yeah.
UFC.com.
Fuck,
should
I miss
have
you guys,
this.
dude.
That time at the old corner, bro, it was fucking insane. Like Bobby tried to put it into words as best as possible, but dude, you have no idea how fucking crazy of a night it was.
It was crazy.
Dude, it was just fucking weird, bro. It was weird at the weirdest bar in the fucking world. Yeah, it was pretty strange.
Yeah.
The cousin trying to fuck his, whatever.
Cousin.
Yeah, cousin. That was
The
pretty
cousin
fucking
trying to fuck
weird,
his
bro.
cousin was weird. Dude, I swear to God, it's like, so when I went to school, it was like people calling, me an Okie or, country or whatever. Kind of like I always thought myself as fucking rock and roll, but whatever. They'd say all that kind of stuff. And then like I'm like, I've been places, you know, and like, I'm like, yo, you guys think I'm a fucking oak. You guys think I'm an oak ball. You think fucking I'm a hick. You think I'm country. You guys don't know fucking shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My boy David Bobby went to a bar last night. His cousin was trying to fuck his cousin, and he admitted it was his cousin. Like, I made out with my cousin, and I didn't know she was my cousin. That's completely fucking different than knowing she's your fucking cousin.
Yeah,
and trying to
dude,
fuck her.
It was weird, bro. I'm gonna put that video up on our
put that shit up, dude.
I'll splice in your little clip of you talking shit on Seen It in Color, and we'll go from there. Let's get through these fights. We'll start from the first fight on the main card. Wow.
All right.
It's our homeboy who actually
Max
helped
Griffin.
us out. Yeah.
Shout out to Max Griffin
versus Alex Oliveira. That should be a hell of a fight.
I'm going.
No bullshit.
I mean, Alex Oliveira is obviously tough. He's a veteran. He's been around the fucking block. He's long. He's lanky. But I gotta go with Max, man. I'm gonna say that new breed, new dog. You know, he went. To be honest, to me, Max got the victory over Thiago Alves. He got ripped off. And I would be more fearful of Thiago Alves than Alex Oliveira. The only fear in my body is Alex Oliveira's length. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Max, like I don't know Max personally, but just seeing his Facebook and his evolution, kind of like his body evolve and tighten up, and he's swimming more, and every time he looks like he has more cardio. I think Max, dude, is really coming into his own. And I watched him from before with his rivalry with David Mitchell to Buddy Wallace, and I was there live at his
probably in those 51-50 fights dude, that Isaac was talking about.
Well, Tachi Palace, bro, like I always watched him because like his right hand is deceiving. Like it doesn't look like it's that much power. He kind of he drops it like in a good way. Mm-hmm. And he slept people, and he hasn't, like, to me,
he hurts people with that right hand.
Well, I haven't seen him land the right hand yet in the UFC. So I think that with his increase in cardio, getting used to the environment, I think that we're just now about to start to see Max Griffin come to his potential. So
I agree. I think Max Griffin's on the up and up. I think he's on the upward spiral. I think this is a good fight for him to get a bigger name under his belt. I think he's definitely going to take this one. That's I'm going to say, I mean, by TKO or sub, definitely.
I'm gonna go decision. So if
decision,
you're gonna go finish. I'm gonna go decision. I hope I lose $5, Steve. I hope you're right. I swear to God. Like, but I'm going decision.
And then we got that's at welterweight too.
Yeah. He's staying at welterweight.
That's good. Next one we got is Neil Magny versus Li Jinliang. Hopefully this fucker is from China, of course. Hopefully he does not bring coronavirus with him. No, like, disrespect, but truth.
Well, like, yeah, they're
it's a
one
true
one
thing,
FC
bro.
is fucking one FC is having an event in China and no attendance.
Bro, they're talking about canceling WrestleMania because of how big the coronavirus can potentially be during that time.
Here, I agree with it. Here's the whole thing.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Why risk it? If there's a fucking... Why risk it? Fuck it. Just skip it. Skip the fucking event. You're WrestleMania, you're going to be fine. You're fucking some huge event, you're going to be fine. Oh, you got a Chinese fighter. Guess. Okay. Name one famous Chinese fighter. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yao Ming. No, he plays basketball.
That's it. No.
So you got Neil Magny. You got Neil Magny
facing Jingaling.
Yeah.
Jingaling.
Next one we have I'm gonna butcher.
So
the
we're just
fuck
not
out of
guessing
these
on that one,
names.
right? We're just.
I would go with.
scratch.
I'm with Neil Magny.
Me too.
Yeah,
Scratch.
I don't even know why or how or any of that, but
Yeah.
I don't like the coronavirus having motherfucker.
I don't know that motherfucker, dude. So I'm not fucking fuck that.
Daniil Bardit or Dariush.
Benil Dariush. Okay.
Dariush, that's how you say it. It's
Yeah,
weird to read that name. That's hard to pronounce it like Joe Rogan does. That's fucking
Exactly.
crazy.
That's the only reason we know it. Is 'cause they always talk about him. That's it. That's the only fucking reason.
He's fighting Jakar Kalos, but this Jakar Kalos guy is 10-1. Dariush is 16-4 from Iran. I mean, man, this thing is really fucking
Where's
flying
this
in these
Shakar, where's this
fighters.
Shakar from?
United States. Yeah,
And he's 10-1
10-1, 155.
at 155.
Yeah, the height's
So
pretty close. They're about
they're gonna-
5'9", 5'10".
No, they're bringing in Jakar to make a name off Dariush. So
Mhm.
I'm going to go to Jakar because that's the only time they do this. He's 10-1. We know who Benil Dariush is.
Oh yeah, this
So-
guy has a
so-
lot of TKOs percentage, 40% TKOs. This guy's no joke.
So who are you going?
I'm gonna go with Dariush by submission.
Okay, you're gonna go sub.
Make it
right?
interesting.
Okay, I'm just going Jakar. So, boom.
Oh God, Chad, we are definitely fucking. Oh man. Next fight is Willie Zhang versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. This bitch is from China as well.
No, the Zhang is from China. She's a champ now.
Yeah, I did
was
read
waiting
an
for
article.
Well, I was
about
trying to.
her.
I was fucking with you, waiting for you to name her because she's the first champion from China. But
She said it was very difficult getting into the country because of the coronavirus. She said she felt like a refugee. She didn't feel like people were taking care of her.
yeah. She beat Andrade for the title. I didn't see the fight though, so I've never seen her fight. So I'm gonna go with my girl Joanna. Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
So 115 is Rose? Is that 125?
No, Rose was 115, but then she got
115.
fucking body slammed to death on her neck by Jessica Andrade.
Okay,
And then
then
Jessica Andrade went to China, fought Zheng Chai Wai Ling Lang Machi, and she
fucked her
won. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't
So
see the fight.
Joanna's going back for her original title.
Yes.
To be honest with you, Chad, this one's going to be very dependent on how Joanna looks during the weigh-ins.
I think it has nothing to do with that because you know what? My girl Johanna got fake breasts now, and I feel like she got that fake breast energy.
What kind of energy is that, bro?
It's fake boob energy, bro. Fake boob energy is nothing like you've ever seen in your life, bro. If you think that fake boob energy isn't anything, then go to a strip club, bro, and tell me those girls aren't powerful.
I think Joanna's gonna fucking murk this chick. I think.
Oh, now you're with Joanna.
Well, yeah, I never voted for the fucking coronavirus girl.
Okay.
I don't see her.
You said the whole weigh-in thing, so it threw me off.
But I think Joanna's gonna look bad. Like, dude, she doesn't make weight very easily. I don't think. Something about
No, she
her.
doesn't. She doesn't. And to
I
be
think
honest, with fake
when
breasts,
she does,
with fake breasts, she probably has at least another pound to cut. So
at least, right? It makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Joanna by stoppage. I think she TKOs this girl in the
I'll put
third
5
round.
on it then. Okay, you're gonna
You
say
think
TKO.
decision,
I'm gonna go decision. I'm going
Okay.
decision. Okay. All right. Jing Chang Wang Lang.
And then the main event. You think that Israel Adesanya is going to murk up my boy Yoel?
I didn't say
Soldier of
murk up.
God.
I didn't say murk up. I think that I don't know why in my mind I have this this is my vision. There's the same Yoel, right, which is hungry, fierce, like Isaac described him, cannonball, just this wrecking ball of a man coming in. But I see him a split second slower because age. I mean, it's just a split second slower, and Israel just. I think that Israel's the type of fighter that only fights as good as his threat. I think that when he fought Kevin Gastelum, he had very low expectations, so he got caught more because he thought Gastelum's short, Gastelum doesn't matter. So he had a war, and that took him into deep water. He survived it. He conquered. He won. Robert Whittaker, he was very nervous about, prepared very well, and starched Whittaker. So I think that someone like Israel Adesanya is reminiscent of someone like John Jones, and that if they don't see the challenge in the moment, they won't perform accordingly. And I think that Israel is very aware of how dangerous Yoel is, and is very frightful of how dangerous Yoel is. And I think that Israel responds well to fighting in fear. And no one is going to incite more fear than Yoel Romero. So I think that we see a very tactful. That's why I was speaking with Isaac, like, how does Israel handle this? He's not going to probably leg kick that much with Yoel, as wide as he is and stepping in as he is. I think we might see, and like Isaac mentioning the way and leaning back, if Israel does be that elusive to where he pulls his chin way back from his hips, then his hips are there for Yoel to grab, and I don't think that works well for him. I think that Israel is going to be competent of that, and we're going to see a lot of hand on the face, hand on the shoulders. Israel, to me, is going to have his hands very much, because what Yoel will never do is come hips first. So if Israel Adesanya is able to stiff arm Yoel's neck and keep his feet back, like truthfully, like imagine a post on his neck and his feet back, then I don't think it's going to be that bad unless some fucking, and yes, Yoel does Yoel. But I think Israel Adesanya, a master of distance, everything like he's doing, he's going to know that as long as he's forward, but his arms longer and on his neck, that Yoel can't hit him, and his feet are back so he can't get taken down. And then he has enough speed and straight striking to tag over and over, that he'll wear Yoel down and TKO him in the 4th or 5th or get the decision. But that's what's going to be interesting to me, is like Yoel's got a chin from hell. So the only way I say Yoel goes down is age, not shots, because he's ate everything that came his way. He's petrifying.
I think this fight goes a couple different ways. I think either we see Adesanya explode with some fucking backwards question mark sidekick that we've never seen before. You think it's going to be that?
If Israel wins, you think it's going to be like wild?
I think either that or Yoel takes this into deep rounds. He goes, I mean, he makes it into a war.
Do you think Yoel wins deep waters?
No. Let me finish this. So I think Yoel makes it a really tough fight on him, takes him into deep waters, 4th or 5th round, and I think Adesanya comes back and can finish him. The way I think the fight's going to go is Yoel's going to catch him with something. It's going to be a majority of a wrestling match. I think he's going to do a lot of clinch work. I think there's going to be a separation in the clinch, and he's going to catch him off of that. Like catch him backing up, trying to get out of the clinch. Boom. You know, one of those power bombs.
Yeah, I could see Yoel like if Israel bounces off the cage, I'd say that's bad for him, because I feel like Yoel trains for that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Israel's so movement oriented to where I believe in Israel's movement enough. I believe that he's smart enough to be able to bait fighters into committing. That's a difference. There's elusive fighters that make it. Anderson Silva, with Damian Maia. Elusive, but wouldn't bait Damian Maia enough to commit. Elusive, wouldn't bait Nick Diaz, wouldn't engage with Nick. So it was really boring at times.
Yeah.
Israel, I think, has a certain talent to getting people to go after him. Like, I feel like that's where he stepped that level up, is like, come after me. And he did bait Anderson more. And when he fought Anderson Silva, he was able to bait him a little bit and to get him in there. And I think he's going to play that game with Yoel. And I hope it pays off for him. I really do. Like, but even if Yoel wins, dude, I'm pumped. Yoel's a savage, and to win the title at that age with that body and that.
So what do we do? 10 on the main? 10 on the main?
10 on the main. 5, 10, 15, and 10 on the main. Yep.
And for everyone that hasn't been listening to the podcast lately, we are going to be there. We're going to be sitting right at the fucking...
I'm fucking totally skipping over that. I'm not going to have a fucking clue what happens. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're going to be there fucking live, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This whole time talking about the fucking fight, dude, I've been thinking like I'm watching it on TV.
No,
I forgot we're going to be fucking live.
We're going to find out right next to each other. We're going to find out exactly what happened.
Fucking God. We are going to be there live.
This thing is next week. So watch all the embeds. Make sure you have your guitar. Make sure you're ready, bro. It's going down. Yeah. We got about a week before
I am flying in with my guitar, dude, and you know, I know I was gonna say something. I'm gonna say it. But I'm looking forward to it, bro. Mostly I'm just honestly from the bottom of my heart, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
I miss you guys.
Hell yeah,
all right,
bro.
And it's gonna be fun. I just want to have a good time. The biggest thing that I pray for, in all honesty, and I'm saying this on air with the listeners, I pray that that although we are having so much fun, that we're at least competent during the fights. I do. I do. I really do. Because there's so much more to happen in Vegas after 10:30 at night. Like, it doesn't even get started. It doesn't even start.
That's the beginning of the night, right?
After midnight. That's what I'm saying, bro. So I truly hope that we eat good, eat food, have fun, watch fights, and then go fucking have crazy time. Like,
dude, I cannot wait for this shit.
And I said this, I'm going to say it on air because I said it in a text message. The only reason I said it in a text message, the only reason I brought it up in general is because Victoria called me. I was installing a shitload of stuff in Pullman Friday. By the way, bro, we broke a fucking record. You know what I'm saying? We installed.
There you go.
Friday. Anyway.
I had a feeling.
Shitload of square feet of stone. Saturday went back out and knocked a shitload. Friday. Yeah. Anyway. But she goes, hey, you want me to get your suit dry cleaned? And I said, I don't know. Said, honey, you know you don't get in the clubs there. And I said, good point. She said, I don't know how everyone else is going to show up. I said, good point. I'm going to send a group text right now. You guys know I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in suited and booted. Jason said, I'm coming in suited and booted. I told Victoria too. I said, you know, Bobby's going to show up in whatever version he has.
Bobby tells me he goes, I may not bring anything. And I'm going to figure out what I'm gonna wear while I'm there.
That sounds like complete fucking Bobby. Like, I will manifest a suit.
You should have seen it in color.
Met that stripper swinging around the pole. To his credit, when we went for John's bachelor party, the second night, one of the nights in the beginning, there was what's called a color party. And I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it's like one of the famous, like, I'm gonna say EDM, but I don't feel like it's right. But one of the famous like party DJs.
Raves.
It wasn't a rave though.
Yeah.
One of the famous DJs was playing in this club, and it was a color party. So you all wanted to wear fluorescent colors. So we all went to Marshall's, bro, and we all bought outfits. I had like fucking bright orange pants and something else. Like, dude, we all went.
Those
and bought
snowboarding
outfits.
pants that I had that one time would have fit in right. Remember those snowboarding pants, those highlighter fucking yellow ones?
100%. I thought you were gonna say that's what I got. I was like, it wasn't that bad, but yes, you would have fit in. You'd have sweat your balls off, but you'd have fit in. God, I remember being on a lift, dude, seeing those fucking pants just fucking eating it. Like, oh God, poor fucking Dave, dude. Like,
I will never go snowboarding again, bro.
Dude, you gotta conquer it. You gotta
ruined
conquer
it.
It was bad, bro.
No
man. It was
enjoyment
bad.
for me. No enjoyment. You guys made fun of me the whole time. You guys dressed me up like a freak.
Well, we're trying to help you, Dave. We're trying to help you.
Help me what?
Help you snowboard, man.
No, you guys took off as soon as we got off that fucking lift. You guys took
Yeah,
right the fuck
that's
off,
the only
started
way you
going off.
learn. The only way you learn is not like somebody going slow next to you. It's like you just gotta go, bro.
Yeah, maybe snowboarding is not for me, and I've accepted that.
It's so for you.
I just don't understand it, man. I haven't seen the fun in it yet.
Nah,
It was miserable.
It's confusing because I'll tell you what changed the game for me. Okay. A good instructor. And it wasn't anybody I was snowboarding with. Yeah. Nobody I was snowboarding with. Everything we
you
did.
paid for lessons.
I didn't learn that way either. All I did, I was stupid enough to actually bomb the hill and wreck. Like, but I made it way further down than you did. But
I made it all the way, but I scooted half of it.
But no, he goes, put your weight on your front foot. And then when you're leaning over your front foot, your back foot, you push with your toe to turn right, and you lift your toe up and push with your heel to turn left. And when he told me that, like weight over your front foot, and then I learned how to snowboard.
Well, how do you stop? That's the hard part, stopping.
Then all you do is you lift your toe up, lift your rear toe, push that heel forward, lean back, and you stop. Yeah. That was the one lesson I had that taught me how to snowboard.
Yeah.
Never told you that, by the way.
Yeah. None of you guys did.
Honestly, you probably do fine. But yeah. But that's it. That changed my game.
None of you guys wanted to teach me. You fuckers.
Bro, we
None
wanted
of you.
to snowboard.
Yeah, you guys
bro.
wanted to just snowboard. But Bobby convinced me. He's like, we're gonna teach you, bro.
Bobby had a tampon in his nose half the day, dude. He just fucking ate it, dog. Oh my god.
I was in the lodge chilling, and the first one to stop snowboarding was Bobby. And he came
Dude,
and he chilled with me.
He decides just to
He had a headache from he probably had a concussion.
Bro, he hit it so hard. He was so Bobby about it. He's just so confident. And he hits this little bump and just fucking dies, dog. And his nose is just all bleeding. He's like, my nose will stop fucking bleeding. It was like Elk River, but he actually got in a wreck first.
Remember, we couldn't find him. We lost him for a good half the night, bro. We lost him, could not find him. We searched every bar in town. We searched every.
Well, there's only 2 bars, but you can be pretty fucked up looking back. The thing about Elk River is you can lose somebody because you're going to Tom's, they're going to log in. You're going to Tom's, they're going to log in. You keep losing somebody, passing each other. Bobby was in a van with my mom's dog the whole time. We opened the van door, and Bobby was like, But he's petting Jimmy. Fuck nose would stop bleeding.
Oh my gosh. If you know Bobby though, that dude's nose bleeds over fucking anything. You breathe on that guy and his nose will start bleeding.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And that's exactly what happened that night. Somebody just breathed on him the wrong way.
Oh man. I literally could see that whole thing going down in front of me, like as you were saying the story.
Oh shit.
Oh. Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up, guys.
Yeah.
We got a big week ahead of us. Check us out on Instagram, Center Saint 209. Find us on YouTube, Center and the Saint Podcast. Like us on Facebook, Center Saint 209. Chad, we're going to be at UFC 248 next time we talk and see each other. Well, not next time we talk, but next time we definitely see each other. It's going to be at UFC 248. So be ready, motherfucker. You said hard dick on Viagra. Let's see.
I'm coming in.
Let's see that veiny soldier.
Fucking hard dick on veiny soldier. When I kick in that motherfucking door, you guys better be ready to fucking go. Trust me, I've thought about fucking renting a fucking Ferrari so that when I fucking land, I get in that motherfucker and I fucking e-brake it sideways into that fucking driveway. And I tell you guys, it's time to fucking go, motherfuckers. But I'm going to get an Uber.
Smart man, dude. You're going to show up in a Honda.
I don't want another DUI, dog.
You're going to show up in a gray Hyundai with the pink dice in the steering wheel and all that good shit, bro.
I'm going to get dropped off by a random stranger in a Hyundai.
It's probably going to be a college Asian kid making a little extra money driving Uber,
bro. It's going to be a fucking 63-year-old fucking like failed fucking intern student from India, bro.
He lost his whole fortune gambling. Now he drives Uber.
It's like a very good time.
I love Vegas.
Yes.
Oh, Chad, this is Center of the Saint, episode number 46, and we're officially out, brother.